volume thing because I'm trying to get it right. Right around here? Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. So we're going to go down a story branch that we haven't touched on in a while because I didn't have a new charm for it, so I didn't know if it was a new story branch. But we do have a new charm, and it's going to be a continuation to that story branch. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this.
Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
Pines Harder, there we go. But Pines just has a 2 in it.
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm?
Actually, hold on. Before I keep thinking I can do something here. Nope, never mind. Okay.
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
I'm just joking. Alright, something more definitive. Sure. Oop, over here. Here's the branch with the new charm, Malice, to see where this takes me now. Since last time, it kind of stopped after getting chucked into the phone booth into the secret lair. But here we go. Back here again. There was a malice lurking behind those eyes.
Malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this to all be over. Of course. I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I checked for Rollo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Of course. Luca? You know, your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You come to me with anything. Anything at all. Yeah, sure. Liar. Well, you're the dad's friend part, but still. Okay, so we did not get captured this time, and we managed to get away. Even though he probably could have done it sooner, the last time, but whatever. Alright, not letting me talk to nobody right now. Okay, sure. Moving on. The festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. Yeah, I agree. This is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. Sorry. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know, that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
I'm gonna go follow them. I'm gonna stop following them. Well, actually, you know what? I kind of want to follow them on purpose to see if I can go back there and see what they're up to. But I can't. So, yeah, never mind. Although I am a little curious. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so Cat ran away after getting some of the goo in her hair. Beck. There we go. Beck ran away. I can't follow them because, well, it won't let me. And it won't let me talk to you. Wait, is there bananas in the tree? Nope, never mind. That's just on the thing. Okay. Partly just wanted to do that. He looked down and murmured in a gruff voice. Ma'am, Mama always told me my problems would look smaller once I grew up. But my problems always seem to grow right along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. Oh, it's her. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Moldwell. Meowdwell. Or is it Moldwell? Moldwell. I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I didn't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Whoa. You could get a wrench to the noggin sneaking up on a guy like that. I don't scare a man. Don't scare a man while he's Duncan Sonny. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, I got red light on my controller. Give me a moment. Gotta recharge the thing. Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junkin'? I might as well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Bah, I never. Ever since Pernittle Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I'd better get going. I didn't see nothing if you don't see nothing. See what? Exactly. Speaking of the treehouse, gotta go back here for now. Rollo.
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo. Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Meet at the treehouse in case Rollo shows up.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse.
Oh, here we go with the premonition dreams again.
This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense?
Not at all.
Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so."
This makes me wonder, what is it that's going on with this story? Is Luca... Wait a minute. Is Luca the creator of his own little story here? And is the alligator reading it? That's what I'm wondering.
Pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Oh, this means something's happening. Are you there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below.
Are you there?
Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open. Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight.
Oh, something's coming up.
Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Oh, wait, hold up. Huh? Stop there. Or I'll... Sheesh. I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Wait. Rolo got bigger by mistake. Uh-oh. He got gooped. Rolo got gooped. Not a whole lot of goop, but still got gooped. Sheesh. I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now, or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rolo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rolo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. He's still doing the thing like he has overalls on. All right. Flaming chicken coop Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo. Only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? I don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big too. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. Oh, my feet too. Dang, Paul just made me new shoes too. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Oh, he didn't get gooped. He got forced to drink some goop. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur now. They had you in a cage. Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched. But look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger? Ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Oh, wow, she held up her hair turned blue? Or she dyed it blue? Hey, fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Ah! Well, take cover. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I needed help. I don't know where else to go. So, you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know that this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of the nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. That's fair. How'd you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. There we go. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened. Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay. So, it's all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try and salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay. Just need to play it cool. And hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. It's gonna take forever to grow out. You're the one that said change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Miss Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck? He is! Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this It means enough to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent a decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, the town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I actually kind of like the look. Great. Can we get back to the store now? This next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I decided to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr?
Yes. I'm busy. What is it?
Apologies. I have the founder on the line.
Patch him through immediately.
One moment.
Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you.
Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering?
Nellie Moldawil seems to be
They're integrating.
Nellie Molwell.
Damn, I keep saying it wrong.
Nellie Molwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it.
Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival.
I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished.
Good. I know how I feel about loose ends. Sorry, you know how I feel about loose ends.
Yes, sir.
Not once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her. We need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company.
Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold.
We're in endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott. After your failure with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risk.
Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all.
Perfect.
Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit.
Oh?
It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past.
I see.
Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me.
Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions.
Of course, sir.
Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you've ever dreamed of.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who's this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounds scared of this founder guy. So we have to have an even topper banana on the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about it? Has she talked about the job much?
Not really.
She said she's going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was, the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck? It seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work? The creep on the radio said that they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Oh, maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map for my mom's HP orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective, and we have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is an official heist.
Chapter 6. The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain.
Perennial Harvest. Perennial Harvest. I say it right sometimes. I say it completely wrong most of the time. But yeah, parental. It sounds like it's saying parental, like parents. Perennial Harvest. Yeah.
Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Perennial. Alright. Quick recap. Rollo, you gotta talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new...
He waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bah! She'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Aluna won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Enlist the help of Jeff. Jeff has been waiting to do something for a while now, so I know he wants to jump in on that. Iggy, on the other hand, during this part of the timeline or path, I don't really think he's going to be too agreeable, but I think he was also interested in causing trouble for Perennial Harvest. Let's see if we can go talk to Jeff, who I'm going to see right now. Actually, hold on. You ever wonder why an agricultural company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. Okay, well, that was interesting, but not where I wanted to go. There you are. Figured I'd find you here. Hey, Jeff.
What can I do for you?
Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest.
Hate's a strong word.
Oh, sorry. I mean...
I didn't say it was the wrong word.
Gotcha. So, we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew you kids were alright.
Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance.
But...
Give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abiding you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Fight. Fight.
I've done enough fighting for one lifetime, and more than my share of losing. Time comes to hang up the gloves.
Interesting. So I can... Oh, okay.
Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
Junk. Junk. Junk.
Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I've got more junk than a king has copper. I ain't interested.
Alright then. Shit. Shit!
Yeah, it's all shit. I still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit?
Okay, never mind. Then, shoot, really the only thing left is hide? Hide.
Jeff's brow perked up.
What you say?
Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what they need to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed?
Some sort of disguise.
I've got just the thing.
And while you're at it, that crate should come in handy.
This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm talking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it.
Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning.
Okay, next up, Iggy. But the problem is I'm not really sure where... Oh, well, never mind, found him. Hey, Trish! Look who it is! Luca! Are you here to try and trickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been big bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately, life has been kinda strange. Strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here.
So, I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities, at least for now? We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
Oh, my, Luca Von Horn. I'm impressed. And after this is all done, maybe you and Trish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Did you hear that, Trish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
Tish. He invited us to hang out at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. How wonderful.
Wait, she could say more than just yep? Oh my god, I was expecting her to just say a big, huge yep. But no, here we are.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end. And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help.
Interesting.
He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach perennial harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Whew. Whew. Okay. Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this.
Got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. The Trojan horse. I am so sorry, but there is no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. Oh, I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, it's a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete these forms.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time, this with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. Right. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again? I'm...
Panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. You just keep saying that. All right. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this. Oh my God. Suck on this for letting your harvest. Ham fist. There you go. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on! Just buzz me in already. Okay. Phew. That was close. Our harvest awaits, huh? Hey, I figured. When in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rello. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep. Deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck. In case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Locate the founder's office. Why don't I have my own, map, maybe? Whatever. Okay. Just want to check I still had the right buttons. Huh, that's odd. There's not even any cups for water. Nope. Well, actually, you know what? Yep. Alright, and then this way. And then this way. Some more this way. Huh. Oh! Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes! How did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang. Okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah. Rolo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Oh, thank heavens, you found me. You've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequences. Oh, here it is. That did not work out for him. That's funny. He's trying to play it off. Again, this is for me knowing what happens in the other path. But yeah, I already know he's the founder. This is actually sharper. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
let's just wait a minute. What the heck? Damn, that was funny.
I don't know what kind of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? I have good friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rello, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at the locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Selman.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around a password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life.
What the?
Rows of green
Really? Just underground secrets? How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it. Bingo! Bingo, bango! Doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery loud even doing down there? We have a friend whose mom's in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock? Nope, that's the alarm system. Quiet, we got company! Luca, let's go faster! One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go! Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you're just trying to help. Oh, man! No water cups. Rollo! Rollo, are you okay? Rollo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn the alarms off. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. nowhere to run.
Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nelly's office.
Okay, you two rebel rousers are coming with us.
Nope. Goddamn. Okay, so that's actually kind of funny. She just kicked his shin. Make a break for it. Make a break for it.
Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there. After them.
Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what's happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rello, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Enter Nell's office now. Mom. Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the Young Chemix lab kit. You sure have a way of making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. Who's your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his
No, that's not possible. Substantial bonding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with tremendous luminant exposure. Is that what you call the Gunthe Force Meta drink? You drink it? Oh no. He told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell's going on with this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest Liquimine or something. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret of Valentine's fertilizer. They harvest the source, infusing small amounts of liquimine into the product. Get my controller back? Yeah. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time. But it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess. To succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest Liquimine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So, the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more resist. Yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquid mine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right? But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyhow. It sounds like Mr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've seen a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Mr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we're gonna get you out of here. I just... like now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we got Dr. Moldwell heading your way now. Roger that. Be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what's your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more information. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. There we go. Don't be silly. You're no bother at all.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be some good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Wait a minute, that's another thing. He still has the books on his chair to actually sit up on the seat. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. Oh wow, he really doesn't like his son. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system. Time card logs. Payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait.
Huh? Oh. Oh.
Nothing.
Anything else you can look at in here, or just him himself? Yep, just him himself. Okay. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon.
You needn't worry about me.
Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Uh-oh.
Lock it! Lock it! Lock it!
Locked.
Whew, that was close.
When you left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. Swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Did they follow you? Yep. Looks like it. Rollo. Before we start tossing blame around. It is possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Of course. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. Oops. I think this little caper has gone long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer. All connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes, now you got it. Tempest Liquormine? You? You discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Manuel. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects were a little too far for my taste. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work? Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
This work. May I present to...
May I present to you the elegant The eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
We'll take it that. Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, what you do? You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him!
Luca, over here. Move another inch and I'll smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plans. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine. Risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way to end this.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, but he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Troll out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile.
Yes, sir.
And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Von Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? I said Mr. Von Horn, silly child. Mr. Walt Von Horn. Van Horn. Your father, always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. His fate would have it. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Well, crap. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have plans. Rolo, you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just, we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Cinnamon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Mr. Peascott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter, with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Mr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest lumine.
The color
Liquimine.
dropped from Luca's
Jeez, I can't
face.
see it. Did she... Is she... She survived. Mr. Peascott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something so powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Hey-ya! Hoo-yo! Hoo-yo! Hoo-ba! Hoo-pa!
Gran, what are you doing here?
Luca, what are you doing here?
We're here to save Nellie.
We're here to save Rolo.
Oh, hey, Miss Luca's Gran. It's awful nice of you, but I'm fine.
Oh no.
What did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We gotta stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office?
Yep. Dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair for the dog.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
He just blew up into confetti? What the heck? Now, that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. With the bang? I know, right? Damn, dude.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance.
What the heck?
He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
Okay, so yeah, that was actually kind of a silly ending for it all. It just turns into confetti.
That was unexpected.
No, it really was unexpected. I was not thinking that would happen. I thought he would turn into like a kind of a monstrous looking thing, but no, he just poofed into confetti.
Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say?
Oh man, that was actually funny. I like that.
I'm only writing the damn thing.
Only writing the damn thing. You really? Okay. So it's gonna make us change what it is. All right. Let's do junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash.
How did Ash get into the vial? Wait, sorry. How did Ash get into the vial? pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Paul always said, bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What the heck? Did he just turn into ash? Oh shoot! He really did! He just turned into ash! Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. That's so morbid. That's way more morbid than turning into confetti.
The crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
No, I mean, it was funny, but no, we gotta do that last one just to see what happens. See what happens with a little change. Yeah, little change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah. I plopped it in the vial while no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. It's the beauty of science. Now, we observe. You can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What? Oh, he turned into an even younger thing, into a baby even. Oh, what? Holy crap! He's a baby. Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. He's so grumpy. Oh, this is great. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we do? We do what Valentines always do. It must be done. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone. This show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer,
Interesting. So this is
its lights
concluded.
spread through the shallow valley.
As the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley.
It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Heh. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So we can actually leave for a second and talk. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Check in with Rollo at the treehouse. Alright, yep, this is definitely the ending. For sure.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom.
Eleanor. Oh, yes, right. Gran.
And now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I quite enjoy it. Doop 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 boop doop doop boop. Boop 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 doop doop boop. Boop doop boop doop boop boop. Alright, time to get out of here. Go talk with Dad's grave, even though it's not really his grave. Oh! Okay, it's gone now. Okay. Roxy. Oh, she's planting trees now. I heard you and Rollo have a big plan. Sorry. Alright. I heard you and Rollo had big plans for that little tree house. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity, one Rollo, one Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Ilona's shop going? Well, actually, it's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into a school of agriculture up at State. So, Nellie said that she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning, he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, cause it'll go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same. He feels the same way. But he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Still can't go that way. Oh, look at that. Even he's helping out. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Oh, well, actually it couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Ilona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up those sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help plant new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here, this is something I can be proud of. How's the nap going this morning?
The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day.
Nice. I see you decided on a name? Yep. We had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. Well, it's actually Nellie's idea. It's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, we learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things.
Amen to that.
I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Oh, I wanted to see what else was going on around town. But okay, fine. Whew, excuse me. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish. I didn't think I ever caught an actual fish here. Oh, excuse me. Ah, man, I'm burping a lot. Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What do you do with fish? Oh, I release it and back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow.
A little higher.
Yep.
A little lower.
Yep. A little higher. Yep. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Who, me? Dish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. That'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Taking a back at her house. Doop doop doo little doop doop doo. I'm surprised they haven't, like, reverted them back to their normal ages. But, whatever. Let's see. Young Mr. Von Horn. Van Horn. I like seeing Von Horn for whatever reason. How's little Solomon, Sharper, doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So I do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, you know, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Motherwell, and she finds that Sharper's infant mind has not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That's the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him how to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Newsman, what's today's news that needs worth knowing?
I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Manescu, aka William Kerr, just performed a starring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the state correctional facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. Oh my god. Miss Hatch is finally paying attention to Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? Shoot, I'm trying to imitate the narrator voice, but I don't think I can. I think you're pretty much up to speed. Luca, did you want a biscuit? On the house. I don't really have time. Zoriel, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Oh, Lumi, if I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if. I know. I know. There we go. It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares. Wow, back for seconds?
It's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone.
But it's pretty tasty while it lasts.
I'm inclined to agree.
Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say builds calluses.
Builds character.
Ah, shoot, lost the voice.
It builds character.
Okay, let's go with that. Builds character. Yeah, builds something alright. Also, boop 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 boop. Alright, let's go. Got 2 more people to go talk to. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope. I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft? Full of incredibly hazardous chemicals? Sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget get us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capsule City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've got yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. We both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition. Oh, one of the clipboards.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Huh. Interesting. Good afternoon, Mr. Tulliver. Oh, sorry. These... Oh, okay, no, that was a sneeze. Damn, that was a weird sneeze.
Sorry. These allergies have been killing me. Haven't been able to smell a thing all day. I almost sold Miss Hatchet a gallon of spoiled milk this morning. Got anything to help clear out these darn sinuses? Whatever it takes. I just want to be able to smell again.
Pungent. Incinerary. Pungent and incinerary. I call this one a cod of the common cold.
Oh my, that's spicy and stinky.
I'm sorry, I'll try again.
No, don't you see that? No, don't you see this means? What this means? I can smell again. Looks like your father isn't the only doctor in the family.
Alright, let's get out of here. I was hoping to talk to the clipboard dude, but guess not.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That? In 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility? Excuse me. Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand. 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
As soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather in the wind. There we go. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why is that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine. I can wait. Does this say anything different? Doesn't even let me look at it. Got it. What? Rabbits? When did rabbits get here? Let's go ahead and see what's going on here first.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that? When they covered up the stores, they found a new species of fungus. Yep, and they're studying it in the new labs. Did you know that? Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the country. Yep, close to the population before perennial. There we go. That's it. Yep, close to the population before perennial harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time. Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind? I'm not telling anyone. I've kinda got a reputation to uphold. I don't think I have a voice for her, actually, so never mind. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least I know I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go. Sure thing. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How is it? Oh, it's great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? I could ask Miss Hatch. I can ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh. Maybe I'll do that. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you still
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet I'd love to hear from you. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt I'll visit Walt on my own time. You run along now. What's up with all these rabbits? Oh, wait a minute.
With perennial harvest gone, the
Jeff's
transportation tubes were left unused.
wild ride. were left unused.
Come one, come all. No one's too big, no one's too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next?
Me.
Hey, guess what? Yesterday, I saw Daenerys Tidius.
And that's good?
It's great! I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become bug capital of the country. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, nothing over here right now. And nothing to be said there, okay. Nothing to be said here neither. I have news I think you'd enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in? It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like you putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is Hold up. I guess I decided this place is root worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Really? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Check with Beck at her house. My mom's prepared these trees especially for you. No, they didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take the wild ride, just a wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. Blink, 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 blink. Okay, I can't really talk to anyone, huh? Nope, I cannot. Blink, 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 blink. Dare hopping. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
You got it. Now, you got it. Now that's a good-looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I mean, there's nothing else for me to do and nobody else can talk to, by the looks of it.
I think this is it.
The ending that they were hoping for.
The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me.
Means to you. I'm the one playing it. What are you talking about?
It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. It's just watch the end together?
Sure. Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. Or best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Paul always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a calico. Oh, sorry, not a calico. A cello. A cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. Yeah, no, I don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're not a trio. We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're part of the group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh, God. It won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found a perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Mr. Moldwell says that over the next... Dr. Moldwell said that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There are things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you... you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Okay. And that was the mysterious story of Beacon Pines. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. I do appreciate it. For those of you that stuck with me for the whole thing, I appreciate the fact that you decided to stand my voice acting for the whole story. I will be revisiting this game again, but this time with more people to help voice the characters rather than just doing it on my own. But yeah, my thoughts on the game personally. It was fun. It was a fun little story game. I tell you right now, I was not expecting it to be the way that it was. I was actually more expecting it to be just a normal little cheerful story. Way more cheerful than it turned out to be. And yeah, there's still some cheerful stuff in it. But oh my god, there's many times that the characters died in the story. It was way more than I expected. And the way things twist and turned and stuff, that was actually a lot more twist in the stories than I thought it would be. It turned into a little bit more of a sci-fi thing than I expected to, but it was still enjoyable. I liked it. If I had to give this game a rating on my personal level, I would give it... Nah, I'd probably give it more than a 6. More than a 7. I would say 8. Yeah. I would give it an 8 out of... An 8 out of 7 pine trees. No. 8 out of 30 pine trees. Yeah. 8 out of 30 pine trees. That's a good thing. So yeah. That's my thoughts of the game. Or how I feel about the game. I would recommend it if you want to, play it on your own. But yeah. Really fun. Really nice little cute story for the most part.